Hey guys, it's Starkin coming at you with a game of Path of Exile. Is it working? I don't know. I sure hope it is. Why does it look like...
lurking among the shadows of the trees like an animal?
Anyway, this... I shouldn't have scheduled it the way I did. I should have waited a little bit. Alright. We'll just save that audio balance a little bit. This game, I too wonder what it is about.
Criminals! Your sentence is to be hanged from
Is
the
it not show?
until
I'm gonna
death.
lose my mind.
Let your souls feed the first ones.
Oh, I
and
can
your
see
bodies
it.
feed the land.
It's just not showing up. There, alright. Alright, there we go. Hey, it works! Maybe? It might work. I don't know what I'm doing. I shouldn't have started it until this thing was on. Okay. So, we've got some people, they're about to be executed, and now I get to pick who they are. So we've got Ranger, Warrior, Sorceress, Witch, Mercenary, and Monk. Alright, what's a witch? They don't feel death. Oh, they have summoning units? Well, probably will be that.
Your twisted neck
Yeah, I think it's just sort of like Diablo, I think.
of a noose. Speak your last.
Alright, so Ranger just shoots arrows and stuff. Sorceress shoots fire, cold, and lightning. Yeah, just standard stuff. Warrior, you know.
Foundling! It is a pity to see you. Feral as
Okay, so this is the secondary class for him. So this is... yeah, this is like the Hunter's version of them.
oh, how the glory of the Asmiri has faded. I sentence you to death. Say your piece.
So I guess you get some final words or whatever. We're gonna be the witch.
Your very own coven cast you out.
Because this is like a necromancer, and that means I'm gonna play it. Also, look at her. She's gonna do great.
End of a noose. Speak your
Yeah, we will take the default Path of Exile thing, I guess. I don't know what any of this means. So this says it's the default Path of Exile League? I don't know. We'll try that. That name already exists? Well, that's a disaster. I'm never gonna... Alright, yeah, I didn't know. This is gonna be the worst. I get away! Alright. So we're gonna jump off of the wall. Very hardcore. And we jump off into the riverbank. And now... Alright. I'm so worried about that chat being on screen. Alright, so the options don't work. I can't go to the next one over. Oh, they just won't let me do it with that pop-up there.
I will not join the dead today.
Yeah, I clearly shouldn't have started this up without... Is this the only game? I guess. I don't... Yeah, I know. That's exactly what I was thinking. Anyway, I don't know why I didn't realize this would be happening to me. You know, it just never... It never occurs to me that a game would automatically force me to be online with a, Oh, well, that's not... Doesn't feel good. This also feels like even more amateurish than I normally do, right? Alright, so there should be a thing somewhere to turn this off, right? Where? Where is it? I don't know. Maybe we're not gonna play this. Okay, maybe now we've got it turned off.
By the first ones, you're alive.
Alright, so this guy is impressed with
Another
us.
living soul. The miller went off to warn Clearfell about a strange sickness plaguing our men. I was fixing to go after him, till that bloody thing got to me first. Now I would appreciate it if you could...
Oh no, and then I stab him. No, I stab this guy.
Find the miller.
And of course... Oh yeah, it's Diablo 2. Fine, we're good.
Oh, I'm going to like it.
I know what's going on now. We're playing Diablo 2. It just looks better. Alright, cool. Good news, guys. We're playing Diablo. I'm sure that's very insulting. If I hold shift, will I sit in place while I cast this bolt from the wand? Yes, I will. Alright. I should have played this a long time ago. No. It's a free weekend. I think the full game isn't even out yet. Because it said it was in early access. And they might think that means that it's out, but in my opinion that means it's not out. We're just gonna keep on zapping people. It's gonna be very stylish. You know, the movement feels more relevant though. It's nice. It's sort of like in appearance it reminds me a lot of like Baldur's Gate. The modern era, you know, you can really get a good looking game. Got a sort of a night thing going on here. And you know, usually in a game like this, what you're doing is, you know, you've got your initial stuff, but we've got, even more important than anything with the wand, we have skeleton minions. Follow me, guys. Oh, yeah. You ever seen a Diablo game? Oh, okay, yeah, well, like I said, I'm sure they wouldn't want to be thought of like directly as a Diablo game. Everybody wants to think that they're unique, but yeah, it's an action RPG that's class-based and loot-based. Generally will have random loot and stuff rather than a specific item, say, that you would get for, like, beating the boss of Act 3, it'll be like they'll have a big pool of things that you get, probably.
This oozes darkness. I welcome it.
And it looks like you can... Okay, so you get... more access to abilities? No?
I just found my path to power.
But yeah, you run around, you level up. You know, there's a story typically. Yeah, we're like a necromancer here. This is one of my favorite kinds of fantasy character. You know, raise the dead, destroy the living. Checkpoints replenish us, and we can respawn if we die. Yes, good, good. How do I clear this information? By walking away from it. Good, that works. But my idea of like a really good time in a video game is like running around with my trusty minions, destroying the foe and occasionally throwing some big spikes out. Yeah, so oh wow. It converts corpses into minions. So now, yeah, now I have these cool little bone scorpion things, and I'm the happiest boy in the world. And if we hold Alt, then items will show up. Yes, of course. But anyway, and we're like a summon character, which some people think is boring, but I think is very fun, actually. So yeah, and then we just, you know, you run around, you get into adventures, you do the same thing over and over and over. And,
My first
hooray!
taste of true power.
My first taste of true. Oh, wow! No way! Oh my god, you're joking. If this is the skill tree, we're not gonna look at all of it right now. We're just gonna... What a lot of stuff! This reminds me of Final Fantasy X. What a lot of stuff. Maybe, okay, maybe each class starts at one side, and then you can branch out, like in Final Fantasy X. We got a real sphere grid situation. All right. So more damage or maximum energy shield. Yeah, let's get more damage. Seems good. Yeah. So we will we'll just continue on moving around and getting into adventures. Yeah, it's like you start, and then I guess you can move around the sides of it and level up in different directions, which very cool. Wow, taking a lot of damage there. You know, it's almost like me having a bunch of minions should induce me to not try to get hit. Because some, you know, like there will be melee characters and ranged characters, and I do love an archer, but if you let me be, like, a bone wizard of necromancy, that's who I'm gonna pick. Unless there's, like, all this character does is hang out with a bear type of character. I do love a ranger with, like, an eternal beast companion. But necromancer, I mean, it's hard to beat that. They're very cool. And you get 56 charges. It consumes 10 charges. Okay, and it levels up the charges gradually. So rather than spend inventory space on your flasks, that's just... I mean, you might upgrade them later, but you, on your potions. In Diablo, you could spend... In Diablo 2, you would spend a lot of inventory space and time managing your potion inventory. I played the most Diablo 2 once upon a time. Me and my friends loved it very much, and we would have just a great time with it. All right, we're just gonna run up here, but yeah, this is basically what the game is. Say so far, the game's like it has no layers. Yeah, and you know it's got all the different classes, and of course, in a multiplayer game system, you also have like different people that you can play along with, you know, to sort of. To flesh out, you know, whatever party or, like, build you have going on. A boss, the bloated Miller, and now we have to destroy him. Oh, there's a dodge ability. Okay. Good news, you can also dodge. You know, that's good to know. You know, the ability to dodge, pretty important for a game. Oh no, I should have dodged that. If only I'd had the ability. Alright, we've got a ton of minions now. Alright, he popped several of them. I think... Yeah, we can just sink in the most damage into him. Oh. And then it pauses to give me a little tutorial about the mana flask. That's good. It's good to have a mana flask. And we're just gonna keep on dodging. That guy is gonna be really, really proud of us. Alright, good stuff.
Impressive size, but little acuity.
We've been awarded a microtransaction. Well, okay, we're not gonna bother with that. So generally you have to identify, so we have to identify items because a long time ago they decided that's how you're gonna play. That rather than pick up items and be able to use them immediately, you're gonna have to click a button to see what the item is. Now in Diablo 2, I used to be able to look at, because they had, like magic items where you couldn't know the stats, but they would have like unique instead items. And there was a time where I knew every single item in the game. Like it would drop and it would, have the orange text for like Bardiche or whatever.
Please come inside.
And I would be able to tell you, oh, this is the name of the item, these are all the stats on it, and so on, which isn't like that much of a parlor trick. It didn't impress anybody, but I could do it.
Is this all that remains?
But now we've got a shield. That's good. You definitely want a shield.
Renly's the name. You're skilled with the violence. If what you did out there in the riverbanks is any sign. Another refugee from the Count's justice, I take it. But have no fear. This place is something of a hideaway for many of us now, and we could sorely use your skills in these dark times. I'll smith for you what I can, if you're willing to bend your violence toward our defense. There's a beast of particular dark power stalking us out.
So we get a skill gem, that's good. And now we get our first quest, as is tradition.
We can't leave the walls to find food, and I've been unable to corner and slay the beast myself. Now, if you could,
I don't know how the
devourer,
place works. In some games like this, like they just assign you a world. It's weird. In Diablo 2, you were like you made your own world and you could choose to join other people's or whatever. So I don't know if here, if like you join a party and then if you leave town with them, that you go out into the world with them or not. We'll figure it out. Some of these people are much higher level than me, so I think it's possible that we get like an individualized instance world whenever we go out. We'll figure it out, I suppose. And we could ask him about these other various things.
He was a kind man in life, but I can't say I'll miss the creature he became. Oh, he tried to batter his way in for 5 full days.
So raising from the dead is like unremarkable for them. They don't even care that I'm a necromancer.
And I'm glad you did.
They're like, that zombie was trying to break in the gate. I sure am glad you killed him with your skeletons and your bone scorpions. You're a really good person. What'd you say you did for a living? A witch?
This part
Good.
of has been a fair home for many an Essamite generation. The clans didn't always get along, but we had to settle our feuds when the Eternals laid their savage boot upon us.
But I didn't play the first one at all, so I don't know any of the background. I don't know if this is a prequel or a sequel. Probably a sequel. Probably.
Their ruins run over the top of ours, fighting a silent war in stone. Well, this place was never meant to house this many people, especially not the sick and injured. But there's nowhere else to go. The monsters creeping out of the forest keep us locked within these wooden walls, and the Count's tyranny has made outlaws of everyone here. So nobody's coming to save us. I don't have the heart to tell the others I don't see a way to survive this.
Alright, so I have an ability, and then I can put the shield up. That'll be good.
A kind leader. Hopefully
You say this hub looks cool. Yeah, I used, like in Diablo 2, there's like a robust trading economy around items, and then there are these things called like runes that they were rare, and you could combine them to make rune words, which would give you like unique things, and so you could like amass wealth essentially, and make friends, go on boss runs, arrange, you know, how the loot would be distributed depending on what it was. But yeah, the first Path of Exile is free to play, and I think this one is in early access and it costs money. But I think I read on the page, like, whenever they release it to the full public, it'll be like a free to play game with microtransactions. But yeah, there are a lot of people here. Not like a lot, but you know, they're all these, like, most of these are people. That's a person, and all of these guys are people all around there.
Welcome to the camp of the lost, stranger. We survive, but we do not live. I am Una. All this began the night Count Gino took his
in World of Warcraft, I would delight in starting new characters and hanging out with new people.
Something happened out there. Please, I beg of you, travel into the forest and begin your search. There must be some clue as to what took place. I fear this land's sickness will only deepen unless we do something.
Sometimes they'd open like a new server and everybody would play there, you know, for a bit, and that would be a lot of fun. Yes, we'll do something about the place. All right. Okay, so this scepter just gives you the thing. This scepter will... We just need more money. Alright, because this one will let them do more damage if they're around. So that's pretty cool. It's like a... Yeah. Well, we're kind of broke, so... Yeah, we've only got 81. We're not going to be able to buy any of these cool things yet, but eventually we will. Usually in a game like this, gold goes from being pretty interesting to being totally irrelevant, but we'll see.
Cute girl. Surprised she lived.
Alright, so now... Okay, skill gem, and now we have access to all of these abilities. But I just have a couple of the trees so far. Okay, so... Skeletal, Sniper, or Contagion. We've already got this one. Alright, and then we can level up these things, which takes our casting background stuff away. Like if we... Okay, yeah, so we can level up the amount that we have there, but then it takes away our ability to cast more things. Well, interesting. It gives you a lot of choices, which is, of course, a lot of opportunity to do it wrong. We'll just hold on to the spirit. We need to be able to spam the cast anyway, I think. Maybe this one, so this doesn't look like it's like a skeleton all the time. I think we just drop it and then it'll shoot the gas arrow. So, cool. The movements to show they're human, yeah, you know. An NPC would never. This person's called Finn.
Welcome, violent stranger.
Welcome, violent stranger. What a way to say hello.
Humble provider of useful and diverse objects. That are most definitely.
Hey, Chase.
Scrounge
You are here.
If I don't got it,
We got to the
I
first
can
town.
Get it. You just let me know.
We're playing the witch.
This is a wooden tomb, if you care to see it objectively. We're not quite dead yet, but food supply is dwindling, and I've seen what hunger can make a man do. The monsters out there are not the ones that will get us in the end. Oh, Renly's all right. Only man in the village that didn't run me out of town whenever he saw me. Well, maybe it's because he didn't have a daughter to protect.
Yikes. I'm sure he meant that in a jokey kind of way. Okay, so this guy gets random stuff. This is a guy where you can gamble, for lack of a better word. That's what it was called in Diablo. You know, you can, if you have too much money, you come to a guy like this and you say, okay, sell me some belts. I don't have a good belt. Sell me some belts. If whatever the vendor in town, you know, doesn't have it. But Mortimer. Oh, he's got like a welder's helmet on. Very cool.
They then burst forth to feast on the souls of the recently departed. Trust me, I've seen them. The others think me
People
mad,
that
but
use
mark
a
my
bunch of
words,
the
it
recently
is true.
departed is...
It could be true, or it could just be that devourer creature. In which case, you are mad.
No. But that damn thing has likely opened their passage to the surface. These creatures, they are something else.
You'd say you would use the wand and scepter
not
instead of a
one
scepter and
threat.
shield. You know, I didn't think of
It
that.
is many. And I fear what it means.
I guess I wasn't thinking that the scepter is like a badge of office. I was like, it won't let me hit people with it. I guess
Cave in the cracks.
it just gives me
Cave
the
in whatever you
ability.
find. We've got enough trouble here as it is.
All right, fine.
I knew I could count on you. Take care, friend. Well, I don't know how else to describe them. They rip right up out of the dirt. Fearsome and terrifying. I've never seen anything like it.
Ooh, what do they look like?
Black-blooded, green-eyed. Darkness oozes about them wherever they
I
step.
like the voice acting on the witch. She really nails the, oh, is someone raising from the dead? Really?
Speculation, of course.
Ridley! But yes, so he is the blacksmith. He just meets you at the wall and then comes over here. And of course, we're too broke to buy anything. Sort of stuff. And yeah, I was like, we were just running away and casting the unearth spell for the AoE and then the minions. Because I had started with the wand. I sold it already, though, you know. Alright, so we'll just go here to Clearfell. And I think that if we're not in a party, we'll be by ourselves. I think probably. But we'll figure it out soon. I don't imagine we'll see any of the other fellows here. Alright, so if we... No? Okay, do I need to spend a level in it, or I can't use it at all? Alright, I don't know how to cast the W spell. I'm hitting W and it's not casting. I think I don't understand very well. Alright, so this... Do I have to spend one and then I can do it? That's exactly what I have to do. Okay. So that takes all of the spirit away. So if we do that, then we can only cast this spell like... No, that's mana, so spirit's a whole different thing. Okay. The spirit is not mana. Spirit is the ability to improve your stuff. So the guy does hang out with us. The archer does. And then we can make him shoot the cooler thing, you know, gradually. And then we'll grab the item and continue moving around. Alright, now that we've sorted that out. It's a lot more complexity in choice than you're often given in an action RPG at the very beginning. Because we're just level 2. And there's already I mean, like, it's cool. It's very cool. I do love customization and player choice. I don't want to sound like I'm like, oh, why is it letting me pick so many things? I like that. It's good. It is surprising though, very surprising to have this much access to this many choices. You know, you expect a handful of skills at the beginning, and then to get one or two, and then it's like, you know, pretty customizable immediately. And here we're in the Mud Burrow.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
But, you know, we've got all of our dudes going, and we leveled up again. Hooray! We're about to die, maybe? These are like, they had like a blue health bar, which in an RPG like this usually means, this is like a slightly more elite thing, you know? This one might have like a magic ability attached. Speaking of abilities... Alright, so we can get spears and stuff, but what we really want is to level up... M? No, not that. J... P for passive skills. Alright, yeah. So here on what is the coolest thing that I've ever seen in an intimidating kind of way, like... Here's the Path of Exile tree. Spell and minion damage seems good. Clearly, Sam the probably the only person that should plan to use mouse movement control instead of WASD. I mean, maybe. Maybe. I played Diablo 2.
The darkness, something foul stirs beneath the surface.
Oh, it burrowed underneath. That's rough. Well, There we go. Scroll of Wisdom, that's the Scroll of Identify. Say the green mobs are about as tough as it gets, yeah. Yeah, they're a little tricky, huh? Okay, the Abyssal Armory. Orb of Transmutation, or upgrades a normal item to a magic item with one modifier. That's cool. And I have no room in the inventory. They give me a portal button. That is cool. They don't even make me use... They don't even make me use a Scroll of Town portal.
Hey, none of it's junk. Trust me. Sure, I'll take it off your hands.
This scepter is a better scepter. This one gives me level 2 minions, so we can sell that one.
Not bad.
Movement speed is usually the best thing in the game, and you usually get it on boots. That's the way of the world. Alright, so here we can upgrade our scepter, and now we will regenerate life to our allies. Seems fine. Probably won't apply to us. You know, good deal.
So, you did it.
And he's gonna be so proud of us, right?
Was more to this story. How did you defeat them?
I feel like that should be obvious.
I see. Well, it is my duty to defend our kin.
I love her.
And I will do my best. But do keep collapsing in their entry points. I'm not quite the shot I used to be. You have my thanks.
And we get a support gem. So here we will probably just upgrade these. All right. So we could make them tankier, but they'll hurt people less. Here, they'll still fight for 4 seconds after they're supposed to be dead. And here, I guess it like increases the range. We could just upgrade this. Alright, so this will use their ability to do armor corrosion. That seems pretty good. We'll just have constant armor sundering. Don't worry too much about it, Word. I think that'll be a good one. And now we will we'll hit the well and get back to it. Our inventory is cleared out. We've got 236 coins. Good, good. And now we'll turn right instead of left here and see what's this way. Oh no, an enemy! Outrageous! An uncut skill gem. Notice of criminality. Alright, so I can just click this and get one? Oh, okay, word. So the only things I'm allowed to do are here. So you can be an elemental witch. We throw this on a single enemy and then it bounces to other ones. That seems cool. We'll take that. But we can't take that because we don't actually have enough spirit for it. We can't take that because we don't actually have enough spirit for it. Well, irrelevant.
I have received reports of a number of villagers hiding at the Clearfell logging site. Travel there and convey my order to return. Anyone refusing my authority...
Oh, Chase, the youngsters at work talk in an absolutely brain-rotted way. The okay word, that's me being an old person. That's how we talked whenever I was young. No, I could tell you what they teach me, but then I'd get kicked off of the internet. If any of y'all are watching, I don't mean you, I mean the other ones. And, you know, the summons work wonderfully. We get a few more of Woodman's Locker with 2 gold in it. Picking up gold off of the ground is a very I am early in the action RPG game kind of thing to do. Our bone scorpions are so awesome. They just run around so stylishly. Their little bone tails in the air, murking everything. The Grellwood. Hey, this is actually where I'm supposed to go. That's good news. Forest of the Old Magics. A level 2 gym. Alright, so here... Oh, wonderful. So you level it up, and then... And then you have more spirit left over, which... Oh. I'm like, I can do that already. It doesn't take a spirit reserve. Wow. Oh yeah, now they're all poisoned. How cool. Love it. No, this is like... Look, I judge a game very heavily by how fun it is to play a Necromancer when you start, and this is awesome. Because you get all the minions, but it's still, like, relatively active, and of course, you know, you can dodge, which I don't do very often because of the minions protecting me. And you just charge around, and then, like, this contagion thing works, and we have leveled up. We are now level 4. And there's more gems to get, and there's more gems to get. How fun. Alright. Alright, so we finally got some armor that gives us more life, like 20% more life, basically, so very good indeed. Oh, and we leveled up, that means we got a... And we just keep on taking spell damage, because that's so much more important than the minions being alive. So much more important. Oh, and then my... Oh, that's awesome! So my my minions absorb the contagion and spread it to the next mob stack. I love it! Oh, it's so good. Oh, this is so much fun. You know, you just watch your enemies fall before you. And I guess that was another one of those things where we just totally melted the dudes. Just absolutely schwammered them. Alright. And we could give this... No, this is a reroll on the modifiers for them. So if we do this, then... Now we have more mana as well. That's good. Yeah, I mean, it's a bunch more mana. That's like a couple more casts. All damage everything. I imagine the NPCs are leveling up with us to some degree, but I'm not sure. Said check the vendors often. Word. Yeah, we're just getting now enough money where I feel like I could buy a cool item if we see it. The Grim Tangle. I guess we'll go in. The logic of a game like this is when you find a place, you go in.
The roots here have a mind of their own.
The roots are impassable for now.
Depart for me.
We'll have to find an item or something. Nothing like a game saying, oh, were you interested in something? Now you're not. Hold that thought. We don't want you to be interested in that yet. And my troops just running through the land. My loyal skeletons. Say the game heavily focuses on the story. Yeah, absolutely. That's the sort of thing that I do care about in a game. Diablo was much the same. You absolutely had to go, you know, you could go a couple of places, but in general, like, if you wanted to go much further, like, either the storyline progressed by doing it, or you had to get an item to get through some door, you know, type of thing. And maybe they would let you play a lot of stuff before you went and got that item, but you couldn't just keep on going without, you know, doing what you needed to do for the story. But yes, I usually try to pay attention to that kind of thing, since I am pretty interested in story beyond other considerations in a game, really. If a game is very interesting from a narrative perspective, I'm willing to put up with a lot. This says it's a person's hut. Okay, so the Grelwood Witch succumbed to corruption.
Curious.
Okay, and then we get... So now we've got these better flasks, but we have to refill it at the well in town. Alright, now we've got those.
Take a punt. You know you want to. Yeah, sure. I'll take it off your hands.
Evasion and lightning resist. I mean, that's very much better than nothing. Movement speed is better than whatever that said. And I just know that because that's the truth, right? That's That's how a game like this works. Movement speed is better than anything else's, because with movement speed, you can, you know, not get hit.
See you. Oi!
Take a look. Stick to the cairns.
Yes.
Can't really afford the wands yet. That's okay. And then this is, I guess, instead of a shield. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Renly brings the strength, Finn brings the wit, and I'm doing my best to keep spirits raised with my songs. Hope is the only thing we have now, but it's in short supply.
This is like a bard.
He doubts himself, but I know he will find a way to protect
I don't
us.
see an instrument.
He is
Maybe
a
she's
good
got like,
man, and
if I lean
thankful
over
for
the
his
screen,
presence.
is she carrying a harp?
In many
Maybe.
ways,
A
he
lyre.
reminds me of my father. I survive, but all that I was is gone. Count Gianor has only been growing more and more cruel with his justice. He arrested my father for bringing in the harvest one day late, and the rest of my family scattered and fled as the soldiers came for them. I was away when it happened, but my neighbors warned me on my way home, and I fled. Clearfell is as far as I could go before the dangers of the forest closed in. There is scant hope in my heart for my father, but I must believe my mother and my 2 younger brothers escaped, even though my heart tells me that they are just songs now. I keep longing for a ray of light to cut through the darkness of these bleak days.
It's rough, Una.
The first ones ran wild through the Grellwood of old, hunting and brawling as they saw fit. It is said that the spirits of the forest would watch them and be entertained. Over time, the forest became abundant with the joys of those spirits and their old magics. It was a haven for the unity of life and spirit. That place of beauty has now become shadowed and deadly. The curse upon this land has made the known paths of the Grellwood twisted and treacherous, so much so that we can no longer even reach our home.
Oh. We should probably take magic items here eventually to see what we can get by chopping things up. Alright, and then here we can just go right back to where we were. And okay, now it's time for the witch.
I am the apex. Is
All
it
right.
You tarried too long, dear sister.
That'll keep the Skellies alive a little while longer, and then... And we'll just keep on trying to figure out what's going on around here. Exploring more things for evidence of the Count's activities in the wording of the quest.
Well, well. Who is this that adorns the Tree of Souls?
Alright, so now we pull Una out.
This shade, is it still alive? Perhaps it can give us the answers we seek. Only the Count's sword has the power to bind souls to the tree like this. We must free it somehow. To release that being from the Tree of Souls, we'll need more than simply cutting his robe. The ancient runes that imbue the Count's blade created the binding, and only ancient runes can break it. There is a battlefield not far from here that runs red with rust, where the weapons and armor of countless Ezamites still remain. We call it the Red Veil. You should search the area. There may still be power in some of those centuries-old relics. Renly will know how to forge them, bring the runes to him, and then, perhaps, we shall find some answers.
Until then, this guy gets to hang out here. The Count sent a scene.
The Count of Ogham, those condemned to hang from these branches are to be left until their hearts no longer beat, their lungs no longer fill with air, and their flesh is no longer warm. In death, you are not forgiven. Your souls will remain trapped here by this ancient moor of maligned wood, and the grove will be forever denied you. Rot here in the Grellwood for all time, and good riddance.
That's rough. You know, condemning people after you've already killed them just seems a little excessive, but I guess that is part of being a villain. Okay, so we're here, and this sort of like links to these, but we should go and do this one first. Right. So we hit a waypoint, and then we can go here? No, we can go here. And then the mud burrow takes us here, so we can look for the Devourer and slay it. In that order. Sometimes you can slay the Devourer before you find it, but usually you will have to find it first. This reminds me of Act 2 of Diablo 2. And the worst zone in the game. But here, these guys are like, this is a lower level place than where we had been, so we'll be well prepared to just charge through. I will say the AI on the summons is wonderful. You know, they stick into the combat, they notice when foes are around, They don't get clogged up on each other or the walls, which is very important. It's just so important for a summoner to have summons that feel like they're not gonna require you to just sit behind a wall of them and babysit them. How am I enjoying it so far? Oh, I'm having a blast. It's wonderful. This sort of game is like one of my favorite kinds of games. I love a run around and destroy the enemy kind of game. I love a gradually get stronger and, you know, get cooler items type of game. It's my idea of a great time. So there's a shield around us all the time that I guess I didn't know about. So we'll take this one for the shield. And then some of them have armor and some of them have evasion rating. I don't know the difference. We look very awesome. Oh, do I have stats? Do I have stats to distribute? No, maybe they just go automatically up. I don't know. We just focus on the armor having energy shield. Okay, yeah, and that's just like a Protoss shield, you know. I imagine where, you know, it regenerates over time, and you know you don't have to worry about the health bar as long as you have the shield. But I guess we would have always had a little bit of that. I look awesome. I look like a villain. Yeah, the shield quickly goes back up, and that's why, because life doesn't regenerate, or rather, if it does, it only does it slowly or through other abilities or whatever, but the energy shield goes up pretty quickly. Alright, yeah, so you run in, take a hit or two, put your shield up, and then, you know, run away. That's also why these poison effects weren't hurting me too bad. We're just gonna break all those eggs. I mean, no reason. Oh, this game's so cool. Alright, that is the way out, so we just need to explore around until we can find this devourer. A very French devourer. The mud simulacra with the steel chair coming out of the wall. Gotta love it. Very hardcore stuff. They got me again. I was just being like, man, it's so cool how they just pop out of the wall. I know you can see them, but I never do. And then, bam, they get me again. Okay, so we could wear the twig focus thing in the offhand, and that gives us an even bigger energy shield at the expense of some life. But the life doesn't matter. The shield's got to be more important than that. I mean, the block chance might be all the time. But yeah, I think this is the way to go. We're gonna go ahead and portal back just to get rid of some of these items. There we go. The Hail Pilgrim Vestments of Thick Skin. That will also get the other item out of our thing. The Hooded One can help me by identifying my items. Well, I guess we're going to be able to get them out of the tree eventually. They're going to be our Deckard Cain figure, no doubt.
Just some odds and ends of mine.
Alright, so we can disenchant that and get something. And we can do multiple at a time. That's very good. You know, you never... Alright, so rather than money, then we get these, and then 10 of these will become something to reroll
I like to hold on
the
to
stuff.
bits and
Alright, so, you know,
pieces.
that's good.
And it's beautiful. I accept.
Alright, so now we have 42 energy shield. And we're running around in our very awesome looking cape. Like, we don't look like a witch at all. These people are not going to see us coming. And if they see the skeletons, we'll be like, no, those aren't bad skeletons. We're like a good wanderer. We're like a pilgrim. Don't you see the cloak? We're like a healthy pilgrim. We're a Hail Pilgrim of thick skin. Don't worry about the skeletons and the bone scorpions. Those are mainly for decoration. Boss fight? Boss fight!
Pretty worm.
Oh, wow. They're just sticking all the abilities on him. He's feeling contagious. He's getting trucked on by all the summons, and now we can just, yeah, sink the damage in. We get a lot of stuff.
Always outsmarts the worm.
A hewn mask of the color yellow. We know that'll be good stuff. Alright, and so here... If it's a socketable item, you can socket it, which this has a socket, you know, so, you know, you throw it in there and it'll, you know, give better stats to whatever thing. But this will be able to level up Contagion to level 2, so that's just what we'll do. At least you say that worm thing is really disgusting looking. Oh, for sure. For sure. I know some people, like, really have a thing about worms jumping out of holes in the ground. I just think they're the regular amount of disgusting. But I think it's called, like, trypophobia or something. I don't want to trivialize it. You know, people are very, very affected by it. But, like, some people... Like, in any sort of, like, irregular hole structure, like honeycomb sort of looking thing, some people find it very distressing.
You should rise.
Whereas I just find it, like, a normal amount of gross. Alright, we could port back to town. We could port back to town. We don't actually need to do anything else here. Because that's the thing about waypoints, you know. In a waypoint-based system, you know, you find the waypoint, and then you can just fast travel around. You don't need to do all the weird running.
Yes? I've collected these over time. What do you think?
Oh, I spent all of my money on them. Well, that's not great. It'll be fine. Alright, so we get this thing. Gives us more evasion plus a big energy shield and then life regen per second intelligence. Yeah, it's amazing. Nothing but good stuff. Yeah. And here, more armor, more energy shield. There, Thorn's damage feels meh. Here, quiver, you know. I'm sure being an archer is awesome in this game.
Odds and ends of mine. It's beautiful. I accept. The Devourer is just.
We will talk to her about this Devourer.
Precious land. Many of Ogham's beasts are fearsome and dangerous, but not like this. The infection in the soil, water, and air is changing them. All of them. It is sad to see such a great creature slain, but it was no longer what it once was. I suppose it had to be done. The great sword Agnar is currently in Count Geonor's possession, but the mighty rune blade was not always his to wield. It is an ancient weapon of the old magics, inspired by the great wolf himself. Legend says it was forged and runed for the original clan leader so he might lead his people to a new, safer land. This brought them to Farrell, where they founded Ogham. Ever since,
Okay, magic rune sword. That's like a marker of office.
The sword was bound to the roll, but now Geonor sullies his remarkable history with his misdeeds. I hope I will live to see the day when someone worthy takes up the sword once more. Bye.
Ah, finally!
And now Rinley is happy with this. I like his little hat.
Incredible! This is the first real success we've had against the darkness. We can breathe a bit easier now, perhaps even go out and gather food. Now, this won't cover our debt to you, not nearly, but take it as thanks.
Okay, it's all physical damage and doesn't have other stuff on it. Yet, anyway. But yeah, bigger area on Contagion just seems good. Alright, so now we need to find the entrance to the Red Veil from the Growlwood. Which on the map they made it look like it would be, you know, in this direction-ish. So we'll try that, and if not, then we will just go up in the other way. And look there. I'm not sure if the maps are randomly generated or not. I would imagine they are. It's pretty traditional in a game styling like this to do like procedurally generated environments based on, you know, whatever principles, and then a couple of bespoke encounter places for boss fights and story stuff and the like, you know. So they'll be like, okay, in the center there'll be a tree, but they'll just sort of have like, you know, nodules around so that it looks a little different each time you play, typically. But I'm not sure how it is here. The Red Veil. You can tell it is by the way it is. And we get a checkpoint and a waypoint, and now...
Blood, bones, and rust.
Blood, bones, and rust, indeed.
Abundance.
Death in abundance. And she's sounding so excited about it. She's just a regular lady who loves death in abundance. The contagion spreads, everything is awesome. We're a bunch of heroes. They've got bloom serpents, so they're like snakes made out of flowers. You never know when you're gonna run into one of them. Alright, here we go. So here we get huge increased spell damage, minion damage, and plus 10 intelligence, which... Alright, so that's how we get more stats. I will say the radical freedom in leveling up is so fun. I'm sure there's like a respec ability, just because, I say I'm sure, because it's a modern game, and usually a modern game will let you respec. In Diablo 2, in the Once Upon a Time, you couldn't. If you messed up a character, if you even put a point wrong ever, you just had to restart the whole character if you ever wanted to fix it. Okay, so we've already leveled up these things, so now I guess we can just take these other things. These elemental things. Nova? I mean, Frost Nova always sounds good. You know, if you can Nova, then you should. That's what I always say. And then Flame Wall, Frost Bomb. I like Frost more than I like Fire. Alright, so Pulsing Frost Bomb is how that works. Nova is just a Nova. No cooldown? No cooldown on Nova? Stop, I love this game too much.
Putrefy.
I have so many abilities to use. Oh, look at the damage. Glorious. And you basically don't even run out of mana while you're doing it. Oh man, so much fun. This is what the genre always should have been. Look at me. I'm a wizard. Yeah, this is just perfect for me. You know, you've got your Frost for your crowd control, and then, you know, I guess I don't need the corpses to spawn more things. In Diablo, if you did a build like this with Frost, then the bones wouldn't go on the ground, and you needed the bones. But here, I don't know if the bones are necessary. I do know that I can basically use abilities constantly without running out of resource, which means, you guessed it, fun times forever. We're gonna Contagion. We're gonna throw the things out of skeletons. We're gonna bash the foe. Oh, it's so good. Oh, it's so good.
I need more time.
Arcanist's Etcher. Increase the quality of a wand, staff, or scepter. Sure. Alright, these are minions, which means they have a commander around here somewhere. Brutal Tongue.
Death, take you.
And we get an amulet. Very good indeed. 3.6 life regen perspective, and then energy shield and +1 level to all projectile skills. You know, this is how to make a game. Just give you a bunch of cool stuff all the time.
Perhaps this.
Investigate the obelisks of rust. Defeat the monsters. Well, you know what that means. Time for novas. Oh man, oh it's so good.
More time.
And a big grouping of the foe, only to the good for us, since we quite like to have big groups of enemies for the Contagion. Alright, a runed girdle. Oh, it's a quest item, which means we can't wear it. We've got to get 2 more of them.
Too soon.
Running through a river of blood, very metal.
I can create better.
Here we go, another obelisk of rust. We'll just clear out mobs around. No. That's silly. Why are we acting afraid? We are strong! After all, AoE crowd clearing is what we are built for. Nova, Nova, smash,
Putrefy.
destruction, putrefy, death, and power. Rune to guard. Already put him in the ground. Set him up, knock him down. Boots, life regen. Yeah, seems fine. Oh, and they got... Well, we lose energy shield, but we get some armor. Armor probably isn't very good. I would have to see the stat, though. I mean, maybe it's fine. Little bit of shield, little bit of armor. In Diablo, armor reduced, like, your chance to be hit, but only a thing called physical damage reduction would reduce the actual physical damage that you took. And then there was also, like, a block chance. Anyway, we're not here to talk about Diablo 2's systems. If we were, I would do so good at it, though. I would tell you a bunch of things about a game that at the time I thought was good, and now I see was a product of its time. It was still very good. You're not going to catch me in here saying a bunch of bad stuff about Diablo 2. I stays with the ones that brung me. And then we're gonna obelize, we're gonna obelisk, we're gonna obelosum, we're gonna... Oh, the Rust King. Boss time! Oh, wow. Whoops. Sitting still too long. Alright, let's try that again. Don't sit still while he's doing a thing. Got it. You know, having more minions will help too. Only for a bit. They don't last forever. You need bodies in order to minionize them, right? Oh wow, yeah, that was what it was. He did some ability that I should have seen. Yeah, he was out of my vision a little bit. That was bad. We couldn't see. Alright, so here... Alright, and there we go. He goes down. Skill gems, Order of Transportation.
Very dull. I think not.
And we get a bunch of cool stuff. Like these very excellent... Oh, Magic Find? Sick. Yeah, so maximum life and mana, Magic Find, or rarity of items found. The equivalent of what I would think of as Magic Find, although maybe not exactly. So here we can get much, much higher energy shield at the cost of a bunch of armor. That took us to 99 energy shield. I mean, that's probably worth doing. Losing the 5 intellect for like 25% more of that. I mean, probably. We'll just try it out. Alright, so we've got some stuff to sell. And we just reroll that and get Thorn's damage instead. You know, it's not better, but what are you going to do? And we get a level 3 skill. Okay, and that lets us do these, which will... Living Bomb, normal stuff, you know. Blows up, goes to other things. Chaos damage over time. But if we upgrade this one... Yeah, if we just get this... then we can throw a single target drain on anybody. And that'll be good, because our build sort of lacks a little bit of single target. You know, we could spam the skill on them, but it's always good for a summoner to throw a poison type effect on an enemy and run away while your minions crack on. Oh, you can... You get a little speed boost, as the thing said. If you hold the thing after you roll, you can sprint. But only after you roll, I think. Dude, I think the story is good. I mean, I'm definitely interested. I would say from the start, I would call it like expected fare from an ARPG, right? You know, you go into the world, you find a small encampment, you start doing quests, you find out that the power structure is decayed and bad things are coming out of the land. Look, I played a lot of Diablo 2. What I'm describing there is just Act 1 of Diablo. I don't mean that in a negative way. Diablo 2 is one of my favorite games in the whole world. Yeah, I would say the story's good. It's very reminiscent of Diablo, but I don't look down on that.
Times I quenched them. I would ask what you need these for, but I'm putting my trust in you. Bad enough I have all these folks to protect. I've been worried sick about my son ever since the Count's men arrested him. I was hoping you might have seen him when you were in their custody. He's a big lad, but you can't miss him because, well, he's not from around here. I found him washed up on the riverbanks when he was just a child, a Karoi foundling, perhaps lost by some raiding party. Nobody ever came for him, though. Every day here in Clearfell, I keep my eyes on the river, hoping he'll miraculously wash up on its lonely sands just one more time. Take a look. I make good scrap. That place used to be a kind and warm wood. I even played there when I was young. It's a dark well now, with no way out for most. I'd go with you, but I got people to protect here.
Alright, so now we can speak to Una here.
Stab them into the runewood sights.
Now, I think she's nice, but a typical trope in one of these games is somebody that you help out early turns out to be evil, but I don't think it's gonna be her. She's got little flowers on her headband. She's got to be nice.
The Red Veil played host to the final and bloodiest battle of countless conflicts. It was in the heart of that veil that we fought for our freedom against the Eternals. We did win, in a sense. Don't worry, but the cost was far greater than anyone expected. Many generations of able-bodied men and women gave their lives to push off the boot of oppression. Ogham's clans haven't been the same since, even centuries on.
Okay, so here I could just get, like, random things, and then I could also, like, spiral over to this side, I think. You know, to get attributes. Or we could go up here and get, you know, way better crit chance for spells. 20%? Wowza. So we spike the tree a couple of times.
Release this shade to my service.
Wow. Do as I command. Release the shade to my service. She sounds a little evil. The shade popped out of the tree.
He's unconscious, but he's breathing. Though, this wound... We should take him back to Clearfell. He may be the only one who knows what truly happened out here. My mother's mother told me tales of this tree. Our ancestors used it to attract fey spirits, until it was given a darker purpose under the
Okay,
Eternal.
I guess she's not evil
They
yet.
would leave
If she
Esmerites
is.
strung up on the tree, alive, to starve, to be pecked at by birds. Stay safe, if you can. The wound. It should be fatal, but somehow he clings to life. I fear it will not be long until his song ends. He will never heal while the Count's binding still holds sway. Only by a Count's hand can this binding be released. I know an old tale. One that speaks of a
It's like, what if we rob the grave of a count, and then we can use the jewelry of this count to break a curse? I mean, why not? There's no reason it shouldn't work.
The overgrown sinkholes and gullies that run beneath Ogham can lead you there. The path is dangerous, but go back to the Grelwood. Find the entrance. We shall see if the spirits of this land still have the will to see you through. Finn makes fun of my collection, but I think it's charming.
Hello, Hingle. How are you? Huzzah, indeed. Alright, so if we buy this one, we'll get level 3 minions, and then they'll do cold attack. Seems good.
May it serve you well. The graves of our people lie beneath the Eternal's tombs. Despite their best efforts to bury our legacy, we remain. Now they are gone, and we live on. This is the cycle of life as we have always known it. Everyone dies, but the clan endures, and the greatest glory an Ezemite can attain is to live on in a song or a poem. That is why we do not fight the wood and stone to reclaim our buried graves. And it is something the Eternals never understood. We don't need the graves. We still have the songs and the stories that matter. They could never take those from us. He wears an eloquent mask of words. I doubt anyone here has seen what lies beneath. For many summers, I watched him cut smooth circles around the village square, moving from partner to partner, as if he was attending one of those famed eternal masquerades. Always masked. Always pretending to be something he wasn't. Never serious. It's a shame, because when a masquerade ends, everybody that is real goes home. But he'll still be dancing, masked and alone.
I heard you're heading for the village. When I fled from
The old smithing tools.
grab all my smithing tools. If you don't,
Not to be all, this is just Diablo 2. I mean it as a compliment.
I'll set up a bench
You have to
and
go
we
get a
can see
blacksmith
about
hammer in that
working
game
your
too.
equipment.
Monster level 13? Well, we can't go there yet. Alright, so now we're here, and we will just summon her and be like, hey, person who says that she sings stuff but strangely knows a lot of
Spirit is
magic.
still watching. I believe they will help us.
Can we get in here?
Please, wait a moment.
Oh, she literally sings our way through.
The old magic still thrive. The way
She's a witch too.
You've some power, Ethermite. You'd have made a worthy sister. Emerge! Too soon! I can create better! I need more time.
Alright, we got some minions here. I gotta quit messing around.
I need more time.
Ashgral the Sickening. Got it. You know, I wonder what his deal is. No, let me out. I didn't mean I really wondered. There we go.
I need more time. None can oppose me.
Well, that certainly was a fight. I just want the chest. How can I not get to it? This is the worst day of my life. Give me the chest. Okay. Oh, there are boulders on the ground that I needed to open up or roll through. Now I understand.
Emerge! Insolent wretch! Too soon!
Alright, and that gives another skill thing. I think here we'll just upgrade this. My principal bone casting spell. Awesome music design in the game. And the environments are really well done too. Like, it's really nailing the I'm inside of a tree sort of feeling. And the maybe it's not so good to be inside of this tree feeling. You know, you get both of those, and that's important. Fungal artillery. That's not it's not great. Later, Chase. So you're gonna put some hours in yourself? Yeah. Well, thanks for stopping in. Thanks for the recommendation as well. I don't know if Steam would have shown me that it was, you know, free to play this weekend without me putting the first one on my wish list, but I guess you did mention it on the stream too last night, so I would have seen it anyway. But I'm glad I checked it out. It's actually a blast. Normally I don't try to buy stuff in early access, but perhaps I'll consider trying to make an exception. Perhaps. Perhaps.
Quickly! My family... That bastard
Lachlan the Lost.
He's taken my family hostage! They're being held somewhere beyond these gates. I never thought he would stoop this low.
This guy looks sort of like a zombie, but he's talking just fine.
I must get through the gate. The keys! Where are the blasted keys? I believe those cowards took them.
I don't take orders from you, but I do love cemeteries.
She's like, I'm not gonna help you because you want me to. I'm gonna do it because I like bones.
Too soon. Too soon. I need more time. Emerge!
Oh. Upgrades a magic item to a rare item, adding one modifier. Well... not like that. Alright. There we go. We get a better thing there. And then we got that, which specifically is a socket for these skills. We'll go this way for the crit chance, because that seems good.
I can create better. Emerge! Too soon!
The mausoleum of the
Our
Praetor.
victory is never complete, so long as the Ezamites resist us. Let this graveyard erase their stain on the land.
Heavy.
Dreadful Draven. Where are you hiding? Aren't you beautiful? Too soon!
And once more, we destroy the foe. And get a bunch more rune things. Hey, Alicia. Locked in? Yeah, a little bit. Alright, what's here? Bones? Bones, 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 bones. Stench Shriek. Well, he's in the middle, and that means pure extra lightning damage periodically unleashes fire.
I need more time. None can oppose me.
Oh, and that was just a thing in the middle. It's not even the real one. It's not even the real bad guy. That's fine. We'll find him. We can't walk in there. You have a skill point. We'll take this. Alright, we'll go around the other side of the wall.
should have served me!
A lot of interesting bones going on here. Looks like this next room, that'll be where the most important bones are, because there's a checkpoint and then there's a bunch of here we go, the heart of the mausoleum. Well,
Brave witch, you are not long for this world.
that's just like your opinion, man.
Putrefy!
Down. These spirits are mine. Rend your soul. Your soul is mine.
I need more time.
Perish. Rend your soul, my beloved. Cut down. Your soul is mine. Perish. Rend your soul. Your spirit's hunger.
He's a regular Shang Tsung kind of guy. Of course, the Skeleton King figure is also deeply traditional.
Your intrusion will be punished. Your soul is mine.
Too soon!
And we burn him down. Boom, baby.
Give it a rest. Your empire is no more.
And then, of course, because it's a video game, you can click the little thing. Oh, did I do that wrong? I might have done that wrong. No, okay, so that was the boss. We gotta look for the tomb of the consort. Okay. So that was like, that was him, and then we have to go and find her. And probably fight him also. I don't know, maybe we can talk to him and he'll be fine now.
Found the Praetor! By the first ones! I can't quite believe it! But there's no time to waste. We must get through the gate. Find the Praetor's witch.
Yep, there you go.
Find the other key. The Praetor! Oh, the Praetor! That monster! He is the worst man the Eternals could have chosen as a custodian for this territory. Had he come to us in peace, the clans might have been willing to talk, but that damned swine regards us as nothing but dogs. He invaded the village in the night without warning, without honor. He seized my family to try to force us to surrender. The Eternal Empire cares for nothing but power. Mark my words. We will not be ground under the heel of tyranny.
Yeah, you tell him, Lachlan.
The consort? Oh, Asinia. Curse the foul witch. She mired our lands with hexes upon our graves, so the dead may not die.
A necromancer? Oh, that's terrible.
Servant girl to the Praetor's family. It was said she poisoned his first wife, aspired to replace her. She succeeded, and Draven, he was not dismayed by the darkness in her, he embraced it. And together, they conspired in their vile ambitions. Uprising? The uprising, of course. The clans are uniting to fight for their freedom. We are making our stand in the Vale. come back when you have the... Arkham! Oh yes, Arkham! This is the oldest home of the Ezelmites as we know ourselves. Past generations departed from here to settle Ezomir and the Isles of Skov. We did not always call this part of Farrell our homeland. And now the Eternals have come with their armies and laid claim to this place. It'll be a cold day in the Vastiri Desert before we submit.
Where were you before then?
Farrell. Ah, the songs aren't clear after so much time. A great many generations ago, we were driven here from elsewhere. There was simply too much corruption, too much darkness. It was a time of chaos and terror, and much was lost. Our clan swore that this was the last time we would ever be cast out of our homes. Rise up, Ezelmites! We shall drive off these eternal bastards!
Wither away! I hate to destroy beauty!
My beloved son, your death shall be avenged, even if it takes 1,000 years.
Let me just rob this ring from a grave real quick. Hey, gives me maximum mana. That makes it okay.
My dearest daughter, beloved for all time, rest well.
Yes, rest well. I hope you didn't like that ring. I took it. A skill gem? That's my favorite kind of gem. No, pick it up. No, don't throw it on the ground. Alright. So here we can upgrade... We've already got that, alright. We'll just upgrade the contagion thing. A little bit more of our,
You should have served me!
of our damage over time, our crowd clearing capabilities. Another skill gem. That's pretty nice.
I can create better.
Alright, Tomb of the Consort. Where is it at? Top right corner, maybe? Maybe. Yes,
Let
here we
this be
go.
a testament for all time. The Eternal Empire stakes claim over this land, both in life and death.
Oh, we'll see how that works out for you, lady. We will certainly see. You'll take the coffins off of the walls. That'll be good.
Wither away. I need more time.
Oh wow, a lot of stuff in there. Got it.
You should have served me.
Oh, it's those green guys again. You know, at least we get a little box at the end of all of them, right?
Inspiration and improvement.
And we'll just stand here in the door and wow, almost die. Wow, very nearly almost die, but we're fine now. Black-blooded proboscite of the blur.
Too soon. I need more time. Too soon. Rise.
Alright, and then we finally get into a position to drop the heat on. Alright, almost die in there. A lot of ranged units, but if you get behind your minions, it doesn't matter, right? There we go. It's a ton of dexterity. I think this is probably better though. Life regen, max energy shield. Yeah, it seems better. We're just gonna run back to here real quick just to sell off some of this trash, and then we'll get right back to it.
You actually entered the Red Veil and survived. Every Ogham kid knows, if you step 1 foot in there, you'll be skewered and eaten. Well, those kids that are lucky enough to have a mother, that is. Oh, Una? Yeah. Yeah, I know her. I was, elsewhere when the Count tried to arrest her family, but I certainly heard about it. It's just a coincidence we both ended up here. Don't get the wrong idea. I didn't follow her or anything like that.
Ah, Finn, the plot thickens.
For a clan girl and an outcast to, well, whatever you're thinking, don't.
I didn't follow her or anything like that.
You gotta be grounded in the real world. Don't get hung up on things that can never be. It'll just break your heart. Tired of the slaughter yet? Who knows what prizes await? Not sure what I'm gonna do with it. But cheers. I was the first to notice the Mad Count's fist closing around this land. He kept rounding up people like me for reasons that smelt like wolf droppings. I'm a bit of a slippery fish though, so I dodged his nets. Then his mercenaries started coming for people I actually liked, and that's when I knew something was up. The village folk kept defending his actions. I don't know why they couldn't see it. Maybe they didn't want to see it. As an esteemed member of no clan at all, I had the distinct honor of wandering through the lovely sights of all 4 seasons. Summer heat, winter chill, take your pick. For company, it was my pleasure to sup with the outlaws, the deranged, and the unwanted. It's simply unthinkable that I never met a nice girl to settle down with, isn't it? It won't be like this forever. I'm gonna build my palace someday. Been planning it since I was small and found myself on my own. Imagine with me, if you will, a vast span of wood above you.
He wants to build a tree palace. Better than a tree house.
You ascend a tremendous spiral staircase around an ancient trunk and find yourself approaching a treehouse worthy of the first ones. Dozens of lavish bedrooms, two stocked kitchens, tall spires, a tower that looks out over all of Ogham, and half a Farrell for good measure. Isn't it glorious? That's where I really live. This cold, damp, hungry world is just an illusion. Farewell, hero.
Couldn't agree more. Alright, so we just want to carry on.
Wither away! I can create better.
Alright, now we've got our scepter and our wand. Less survivability, more punch. And of course, the only thing to do is blow up all the coffins. And the other one will level up all of our skills, so that's the one we'll use. Checkpoint here. Big place. Heart of the tomb. Alright. She's a lady. She sounds real mean, though. She knows I'm a witch. Wow, okay, yeah, let's dodge the ability. Alright, how do we get out of this thing? We don't? We don't. Alright, you can attack the wall and get out. Alright, there you go. We win!
I hate to put down a sister witch, but you had it coming.
Indeed. So this thing, we aren't a high enough level for, and we can't wear it because we don't have the strength. Whoops.
Do my eyes again deceive me? You have the keys! You showed those eternal bastards! Use the keys to open the gate! Let's go and free my family!
It's like, well, I clearly don't know where the gate is. This way, maybe? There's only so many places in any cemetery that the Count can be buried, after all.
Rise! You should have served me.
At least I thought that was the case. Maybe it's right there in front of him, and that's the gate that we needed. He's like, I'm here in front of the gate, literally here. That would make sense, wouldn't it? Yes. There you go.
It's open! Praise the first ones! What is this?
And now he realizes that he has been dead for a while.
Torko!
And now we're gonna have to fight him.
Isabel! Torko! Callum! The family of Count Lachlan of Ogham. My family! This doesn't make any sense! They're dead! Those bastard Eternals!
So this guy used to be the Count, and now... Wow. Wow! Okay. Don't get hit by that. Got it.
I need more time. I need more time. Too soon.
Oh, when we go into the frost, we're being damaged. So we can't do that. Got it.
Too soon.
No, not like that. Jump. Go away. Okay, there we go. No, 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 no. Alright, I just need to sink... Like, if I could just sink a damage over time into him, there we go. I'm like, I got like 3 abilities that would be good here. Like, all we gotta do is sick the poison on him and he's gonna die. Yeah, there we go. I'm like, man, maybe we really should change the WASD. But I'm not too worried about it after all. The free trial is about to be over. Yeah, alright, so we, so from here, basically, you know, you get to the next place, the hunting grounds, then you move on to the next village where there are... You know, once you're here, they say that there's, like, certain things, so we already cleared these things. But if we go back to Clearfell, we'll see that there's this Year of the Rotten Pack that's still to do. And here we already took out these. Alright, so... That's how to see there. Cool. Well, anyway.
Any lurkers about?
You found the ring. This will most certainly break the Count's binding. Give me a moment.
And now Deckard Cain's gonna pop up and be like, I am Deckard Cain. I will show
How long
you
has it been?
all
I
of your
was
magic
hunted.
items.
The Count, he stole something that is beyond dangerous. It will cause sickness, then madness. It can still be contained. We must put the seed back.
This seed, is that the source of Ogham's affliction?
Yes. Please, find it. I am still too weak. This will only grow worse.
So if we are to heal this land, we must find this seed. Beyond our clan graves is the hunting grounds. Cut through those to reach the village. Please, go as quickly as you can and see what you can find. I fear there is not much time.
Yeah, so you just chat to him, and he redoes all the items. Well, anyway.
Hello. I've collected these over time. Oh, I like this one.
Level 4 Chaos Bolt out of that one. That one's even better. But anyway, that's, there we have it. That's what I look like right now. I look very awesome. Look at my little mask. Look at my little wand. Very cool indeed. A level 10 witch. Not bad. Anyway, the game is Path to Exile 2. I sure had a really good time. You know, it was the free weekend. I only played it this session of it, but yeah, I'll be watching it with great interest. I try not to get things when they're in early access. I don't know if I'll make an exception for this one, but I'll certainly have it on my list of games to play. It was a lot of fun. You know, I only played this one class, but it really nailed the Necromancer feeling. You know, you got access to the coolest skill tree I've ever seen in an action RPG. Just real freedom, you know, really, really cool how the level ups, you know, you got access to a lot of abilities pretty quick and choices with how to do them. So I really love that as well. But anyway, that's all I've got for you right now. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. And perhaps someday in the future, we'll come back and play some more Path to Exile. But as for right now, it's the end of the free weekend. So when we come back and play some more games later on, it'll be something else probably. But anyway, see you guys.